Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Thinknoodles episode number 43 for Monday, April 1st, 2013. Now, there aren't gonna be any April Fool's Day jokes in this video, and I want to be clear from the start. The video I put out earlier today, if you didn't watch all the way to the end about me being banned on Club Penguin, it was a joke. I didn't get banned, everything's fine, but I hope I got you guys, and I hope you weren't too worried. Now, before we start the episode, this has to do with the title of the video. We need to talk, guys, because last week on Think Thursday Live, I got a ton of people on my videos, on my website, and on Twitter cursing at me, yelling at me, calling me names, calling each other names, racial slurs, all kinds of bad stuff, guys. It was terrible. I'd say there were at least 15 people that I blocked from my YouTube channel who can no longer watch my videos on that account because it was getting so bad. As you can see in the background, here are some of the comments. I blurred out any personal information and the bad words and stuff, but I have to say, after that Think Thursday, I was like feeling so bad with these comments. It made me really feel awful, and you guys know that I always try my best to meet all of you and postcard all of you, but some people got postcards and I didn't visit their igloo, and they cursed at me for it. And you know, if that's the way things are gonna go with Think Thursdays from now on, I don't know if I can keep doing them, because it took me a while to get over it. I was actually going to make a video right after and say, guys, we need to talk. I don't know if I can keep doing this, but I gave myself a few days to calm down and try and look at your perspective. And I understand that you guys come and wait and all that stuff, and you really want to see me get a postcard and all that stuff. And sometimes I let you down, but remember, there's always next week, and I don't do it on purpose. And, you know, I really want to meet all of you guys and make you happy, and there's just too many people. I can't quite get to everyone, as you know. And, you know, I mean, Spike Hike and Polo Field, they do the same thing and they try and meet with you guys, but sometimes they don't. And I don't think that you guys yell at them. I don't really watch, but, you know, they try their best and I try my best, and I hope that's good enough for you guys. So now let's get on to Ask Think. Sorry about the depressing beginning, but there were 2,071 comments on the last one. Way to go, guys. That is awesome. Now, don't forget to leave your question in the comments below, so I have something to answer next week. If the comments are closed, go to the most recent episode of Ask Think and ask your question there. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many questions as you like. So the first question from ncool11 is about last week's video where I said my last name was Time, as in just in time. That was a joke, so that's not really my last name. But it sounds funny, you know, like I am just in time to catch the train, you know, something like that. Mario Christensen says, Think, I'm going to New York on Thursday, please go to Manhattan. Well, I guess that would have been last Thursday, so you were here for Easter weekend, and I live in Manhattan already. Annabeth Loves Percy asks, so you don't have kids, is it because A, you're not quite ready, B, you don't want to be naked, C, your wife makes you nervous, or D, you hate your wife? It's A, we're not quite ready for that yet. Leaf Clan Cat asks, Think, why are some people mean? People flag questions for spam on your videos, even when the questions aren't spam. If you see a flagged for spam question on Ask Think, do you still read it? Yes, I do. I always read it, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with some people being mean. Sometimes if you ask the same thing over and over on the same video, YouTube will automatically mark it as spam because, you know, it's like a spam comment. Maybe they think you're putting a URL over and over and over. Gartnerin1234 asks, Think, have you ever answered a question twice instead of once? Yes, I have before, a few times. Sometimes I do it on purpose, and sometimes I do it on accident. Sheena1234ization says, Think, how come you miss a lot of questions on Ask Think? You may as well make it an hour and show all of the questions everyone put, not just the best. I'm excited about the live stream tomorrow. Well, if I were to make these an hour, they'd take me around, I would say, 7 or 8 hours worth of editing, and I know that a lot of people would probably not watch the whole thing. Vicious271 asks, why did you not put an ending on this video? Well, the video ended, so there really was an ending, but I think what you mean is an outro, and I don't do outros on Ask Think just yet. I probably need to make one of them with the thumbnails and all that stuff, but I haven't quite thought of how to make it look, so I haven't done one yet. Bobby Launstein asks, also, did you have good grades? What was your GPA if you remember? That is really hard to remember because you guys know how old I am, so that was a long time ago. But I think that my GPA in high school was, I think it was around a 3.4, 3.5, and that's because I took AP classes, and I think an A in an AP class gives you 5 GPA, or whatever you call it, 5 grade points. So it kind of skews it, because I knew people, I think the valedictorian of my school was like I don't know, she had like a 4.5 or something crazy. And then in college, I think I told you guys I messed around a lot in my first couple of years. So I graduated, it wasn't a 3.0. I think it was between 2.8 and 2.9. So it wasn't so good, guys. The next 2 people ask about the same question, so I'll phrase it the same. Think, have you ever cursed? Yeah, I have, and I do. You know, it's just, it's something that I do in conversational speech, but I don't do it on my channel. Gizmo Manual of Club Penguin asks, do you ever smoke? No, I do not. K7 Heart asks, are you a salt person or a sweet person? And I'm talking about what you eat, not what you are. Well, you know, it depends on what time of day it is and maybe what I've just eaten. Sometimes I like to mix salty and sweet together, which is really good sometimes. Lego Penguin 77 asks, if you quit CP, not like it's happening anytime soon, would you give away your account to 1 lucky subscriber? Well, that, you know what? If I did, and you're right, it's not happening anytime soon, that is a good idea. I probably would do that. Hopper Loves 711 asks, what's your favorite kind of cereal? It has to be a kid's cereal, or else I will be forced to make Herobrine kill your rainbow puffle. Well, that would be an interesting thing. You know, if I think back to my favorite kind of kid's cereal, I really like Fruity Pebbles. The Maluka12345 says, think I have empathy for you. When I sit at the computer too long, my shoulders also hurt and it gets really annoying, right? Yeah, it does. Sometimes I'm sitting here and it's about, you know, sometimes 12, 14 hours a day, and it starts to really hurt. And I try and adjust my posture, but I always end up slouching forward and my elbows and yeah. Hannah Roca asks, has anyone ever asked you for your autograph? Nope, not yet, but I hope one day they will. Tippy423 asks, think, do you hate my penguin? You reject all my requests. Her name is Wendy42300. No, I don't hate your penguin at all, and I'm not rejecting your requests. I just don't get them because my friend list is broken. Leon3517 asks, hey Think, have you ever been to any events in the Javits Center in New York City like Comic-Con or the Auto Show? Please answer. Well, since you know the Javits Center and you know those events, you know that the Auto Show is this week, and I actually was there on Saturday. So that's a very topical question. Nathaniel Turner says, my friends say if you live in New York City and you go to McDonald's, all their plates, utensils, and cups will be real glass. Is this true? Yes, that's true if you live in New York City. But if you're a tourist, they give you all the paper and the styrofoam and the plastic stuff because they know you're not from New York. I'm just kidding. They don't do that. And no, I don't go to McDonald's that much, but when I have, it is not plates, utensils, and cups being real glass. It's the regular stuff that you would see in any McDonald's. The next two people sort of asked the same question, and it's what's your favorite state other than New York, and is California quieter than New York? My favorite state other than New York really is California, and yes, it is much quieter and relaxed than New York is. Rigbone46 says, Think you never ever answer my questions. First, thank you for postcarding me. Second, what do you think the next party on CP will be? Well, I actually know what the next party on CP will be. It's going to be the return of the Marvel Superhero Party, and I think it was Polo Field that posted on the blog, and he said it's going to be a completely different party, so I'm excited for that. Patrick J.O. asks, Hey Think, what movie studio do you think is the best? A, Disney Pixar, B, 20th Century Fox, or C, DreamWorks Animation? And I assume you mean for animated movies. I think Disney Pixar is the best. The CBPS Bros asks, Hey Think, how are you able to do live streams? I'm trying to figure it out. It's so confusing. Please put this on Ask Think, episode number 43. It is very complicated and very confusing. I use, I think 3 programs to do it, and I also have to use a MIDI output to put the game audio through the live stream, and also so I can hear it, but then I have to put my voice through it, but I don't want to hear it, and it is a confusing mess. I suggest you look up tutorials online. I wouldn't be able to explain it very well. Jonah Toep asks, Hey Think, if Poptropica did a Club Penguin Island, what would you do? A Harlem Shake video with Kopi, recommended. B, do Wifecraft, like someone suggested. C, give all your subs a bald dog frog monkey sandwich. Or D, throw an awesome party only on server Icicle on CP. Please answer. I've never been on Ask Think even once. I would probably throw the party on Icicle because Kopi doesn't like the Harlem Shake. Ninavo asks, have you ever seen a Komodo when you were living in Indonesia? Yes, I did, but at the zoo. I lived in Jakarta, and it's a big city, so there are no giant lizards roaming around. But, you know, I did go to some of the tropical islands out there where they have scuba diving, and on one of the islands they had monitor lizards on it, which are kind of like Komodos, but not nearly as aggressive or big. And but they're big old lizards, I tell you. Hannah James asks, Hey Think, what's your opinion on the word noob? People use it at school all the time. Well, I mean, it's an insult, you know, but I think it's kind of like the new computer nerd insult. That used to be an insult 10, 20 years ago where people say, oh, you're a computer nerd. But everybody uses computers today and smartphones and all that stuff, so you can't really use that. So the next thing would be, well, you know, you're not a computer nerd, but you're bad at computers or something like that. So they call you a noob, and then they use it for other things. They use it for being a noob at just about anything. It's just saying, kind of like, you're not very good at this. I got called a lot of it when I started in Minecraft, and sometimes people still call me a noob on Minecraft. The next two people ask when my next live stream is going to be. It's going to be tomorrow night. That's April 2nd, Tuesday. And I don't know if you guys saw my most recent live stream from last night, but I was paying too much attention to the chat and playing with my inventory and not paying attention to what was going on, and a water stream carried me into lava, and unfortunately there were water streams in all directions pushing me into the lava, and I didn't have my water bucket and my hotbar, and I didn't have a fire resistance potion, which I am bringing next time, I'm telling you that. So I died, and then I ended the live stream, you know, did the shout outs and all that stuff, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know, let me rewatch the end of the live stream so I can figure out where I was, so I can race back there. I only got 5 minutes to get it, and then I noticed that there were the 3 or 4 water streams pushing into that one hole of lava, and I realized that even when your inventory explodes out, the water stream would have carried everything right back into the lava within about 10 seconds. So I'm not going back for that stuff. There's no point of it. So I've already started doing a few, some housekeeping, I guess. Grabbed some diamonds and have been in my XP farm for a bit and gotten some of the stuff back. I think the noodle blade is cursed because every time I get that in my live stream, end up dying. But anyway, yes, tomorrow. Amy Rules 2000 says, yes, yes, yes. Think once you have beaten the Ender Dragon, your next goal is to find a mushroom biome. Like the idea. That's a good idea. I do want to find a mushroom biome. Burst Down Productions asks, when you beat the Ender Dragon, you should do survival with mods just like Captain Sparkles. Also make a tree man show the first player's command mod. I don't know if I'm going to use mods on it, and it won't be like Captain Sparkles' one. I mean, I'm going to do different mods if I do, but I might just continue unmodded survival because, well, there are a lot of things you can still do and build. I don't know. We'll see. Mav123455 says, think I need some advice. I'm playing Minecraft on Xbox and building underground rooms, but I think there's a zombie spawner down there and I have no armor. My only sword is an iron sword. Convince me to stop being a coward and go down there and kill the zombies. No armor, that is tough. You may want to kill some cows and at least get a bit of leather armor, because going into a spawner with no armor, I mean, you might be able to handle the zombies because they're just going to walk at you. You can knock them back with your sword. That might be easy, but if a creeper comes up behind you, you know, you only get one explosion. Actually, you get no explosion. You get one explosion and no armor. You're done. The next group of people ask when I'm going to play the survival games on Minecraft. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm ready for PvP. I'm probably, and I'm kind of putting it off because I think I'm going to be really bad at it. I don't know. I think I may not like it. I don't know. And I'm just having so much fun with survival mode. I just haven't gotten the urge to do it yet, but I will. Don't worry. I will. I promise. The next two people ask about the cape on Minecraft. I have a cape, and you saw it in the live stream when I pressed F5, because I paid, or I donated to the Optifine mod, and by doing that, they give you a cape. So that's how you get it. But the thing is, I can see it because I have Optifine installed. If I was on a multiplayer server and someone didn't have Optifine installed, they won't see the cape. So basically, I have to have Optifine. Well, actually, I don't have to be running it for other people to see it because I donated and it's tied to my account, but they have to be running the Optifine mod for them to be able to see my cape, if that makes sense. CP Minecraft MC asks, how do you change the name of items in Minecraft? You use the anvil. EJ Knowles Poland asks, hey, think my school year is almost over and once summer hits, I plan on starting a Minecraft survival series. Considering that you were in my shoes as a Minecraft noob a while back, can you give me some advice? Yes, study. Study the Minecraft wiki, seriously. That's what I did a lot of, and sort of memorized the crafting recipes and all of that, and it made me a much better player to know what's going on. Ninavo asks, on your 30th episode of your survival let's play, you said the words Enderman, Ender Chest, and Eye of Ender. Does that mean you're ready for the Ender Dragon? Your world is so young. No, I'm not ready for the Ender Dragon. Not at all. I might be more willing to fight two withers at once than go to the end. Although, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to end the world anyway once I get to the end, if that makes sense. We'll keep playing, but I'm going to put off the Ender Dragon for quite some time. I've got a lot of things I want to do first. Sheena1234ization says, Dear Thinknoodles, when I saw one of your videos, you had chainmail armor. How? You can't get that in survival. Did you use cheats or something like that? Or did you not have chainmail armor? Well, I'm loving your Minecraft survival series at the moment. Well, thank you for being a big fan. I did not cheat or anything like that. In my XP farm, the skeletons sometimes wear the chainmail armor and then sometimes they drop it. So that's how you get it. You have to get it from a mob who drops it. The Master CB Cheat says, think if you were offered to be in the Yogs cast, make videos with Captain Sparkles, or join Machinima or IGN, what would you choose and why? I would probably choose to make videos with Captain Sparkles because in the Yogs cast there are a bunch of people in there and probably people would just brush past me. But if it was just me and Captain Sparkles, there'd be only two of us. So I think I would get more exposure and people would come and watch my videos more. Sheena1234ization asks, Dear Thinknoodles, will you be doing a Skyblock series? I know Captain Sparkles does, but I prefer you, and I think you will be more better. Please, please, please put on Ask Think, and don't ignore this, please. Well, thank you for putting me in such high respect. I want to do a Skyblock series. I just can't figure out whether I want to do it by myself or with a special guest or something like that. Although the people that I watch on YouTube probably wouldn't help me out with my videos because they're 10 times bigger than I am. Honeyferns14 asks, did you have to memorize the Gettysburg Address? I have to tomorrow. Well, good luck. I never had to memorize it, but I do know the beginning. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. That's all I remember from that. And I think I got that out of a movie. I don't know why. Maybe not. It's just such a common quote. Coolman CP says, I need a catchphrase. Could you give me something to say in the beginning? I don't want, hi guys, it's your friend Thinknoodles. I want something different because that's copying. Well, first of all, it's, hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles. You know, if you look back on my videos, I didn't start with that. I started with something else like, hi, it's Thinknoodles from the Insiders Network or something, I don't know. Kind of boring and kind of lame. But it sort of evolved into this, so start with something simple, and as you go on, you'll figure it out, and it'll feel right, and then you'll have your catchphrase that you can use at the beginning of every video. WorldBat Corp asks, have you ever seen the Indiana Jones movie? Is that a trick question? Because I think there are 4 of them, and I've seen all 4. Shark23 asks, if you could go back any time in your past and change it, which moment will you go back to? Well, since I am working on a video right now, what comes to mind is December 15th, 2011, and I would have created my channel with the name Thinknoodles rather than Insiders Network. The Chic Singer asks, is it true that New Yorkers happen to be mean and crusty? Well, do I seem mean and crusty? Because technically I'm a New Yorker, but you know, we have that reputation that New Yorkers are mean and crusty, just like people think that the subway here is super dangerous and there's all this spray paint on it and all of that, and none of those are really true. New Yorkers are quite friendly and the subway is very safe. Gaming Ernest asks, if you woke up and found all the people in New York walking their dogs and their name tags are Kobe, what would you do? I guess I would rename her. No. I would still think that Kobe was the original and everyone loved her so much that they copied her. Cora Warren asks, all right, I got your attention. Can you please contact CP because I think it is unfair non-members barely get anything and they should let us get more things and let us get all kinds of puffles. Put this on Ask Think or I'll never let you have another noodle ever again. Well, I don't have a direct bat phone line to Club Penguin. And I have just about as much weight as any of you do, and I'm really sorry that non-members don't get as much stuff as members. Kato Yi asks, what's the most important thing about YouTube? A, having fun and entertaining people. B, subscribers. C, videos or E-views. Not sure what choice D was, but A, having fun and entertaining people. Bianca Vargas says, oh my god, your Tropica Supervillain Island walkthrough has 681,443 views, so close to 1 million. Well, it's not that close, but it is on its way. It may be my first video to make 1 million views. Hamza Hayesha asks, why don't you make a Kobe video anymore? You know what, you're right, it's been quite some time since I've made a Kobe video. It's about time for me to make a new one. Chugga Conroy 0144 asks, hey, have you ever tried butter popcorn jelly beans? It's like eating stale sugary popcorn. I have one left, I'll send it to you if you give me your P.O. box. That's okay. I don't really like those very much. Mr. Spotnik says, hey, try to fill in the blanks. There's a guy named Thinknoodles, but his real name is Justin. He has a pet named Kopi, and he plays Club Penguin. He also plays Minecraft and Pop Tropica. He makes a lot of videos on them, and sometimes he makes episodes called Ask Think. Please put this on Ask Think. I want to hear your answers. And I did that live on the fly. First take. That's good. Janessa asks, think if you were stuck in Candyland, what would you eat first? A. Peppermint Forest, B. Peanut Brittle House, C. Gumdrop Mountain, or D. Lollipop Forest. I would eat the Gumdrop Mountain. CP Minecraft MC asks, which puffle would you prefer? A. A gold puffle, B. A Kopi puffle, or C. Both of the puffles above mixed together that can shoot noodles from their eyes. I would go with C because Kopi is already golden, so it'd be like a golden retriever puffle that shoots noodles from their eyes. Starcatcher7744 asks, hey, think you are my favorite person on YouTube, but let me get to my question. Who makes dinner in the noodle house? I do. Josue Munoz asks, if you ate an evil noodle that made two U's, one was evil, how will you stop the evil one? A. Turn Kopi into a crazy guard dog. B. Make a noodle gun. Or C. Push him into a well of heaven noodles like this. This is noodles! All right, I like the Spartacus reference there, so we're gonna go with C. Cutie Girl Ruba asks, now I have one. If you had a lot of subscribers, would you do the following? A. Quit YouTube because you're famous. B. Show your face. C. Rage in happiness. Or D. Scream so loud that the world would hear. You can only choose from one of these. I would rage in happiness and scream so loud that the whole world would hear me. Millie Osborne says, think you better answer this question this time or I'll come around your house and rob it plus steal all your noodles. Okay, I'll calm down. So here's my question. If you were on an island which was made out of noodles with your wife and Kopi, what would you do? A. Eat all the noodles and become the fattest man ever. B. Save some noodles for your wife and Kopi. C. Eat your Kopi and your wife as well as the noodles. D. Nah. Like that would ever happen. Well, I would save some noodles for my wife and Kopi and probably end up the fattest man ever as well. Brad Johnson asks, please post this on Ask Think. If you got turned into a dog, what would you do? A. Team up with Kopi and go on an epic noodle quest to become human again. B. Try and ask people to help you. Or C. All of the above. Man, I would team up with Kopi and go on an epic noodle quest. That would be so much fun. Kelby Ranger 1000 says, Mr. Thinknoodles, you have not answered my question since episode, well, I can't remember, but it's been a long time. Anyway, here's my question. Have you ever heard Kopi fart? Yes, I have. And sometimes Kopi hears herself fart and she doesn't know what happened. And she'll look back at herself and then look at me and look back and look at me and she's like, what was that? All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your question in the comments below. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!